Now, of course, Major Tom was not only a space oddity, he was a spaceman. Now, David, we went off in the realms of romance yesterday, and it was interesting that that word romance came from a French word originally, as you were explaining, because French is a rich source of a lot of English concepts.
In fact, we're going to loiter a little longer in the French language, talking about a couple of terms that are pure French and will be familiar to a lot of viewers. And that is déjà vu, and it is literally French for already seen. And it describes that eerie sensation that you have experienced something previously, when in fact you were experiencing it for the first time.
It is a really strange feeling, though, and I don't know whether you've had it, but you know, I've certainly had it several times. And you speak to somebody and you go, "I know what you're going to say next," and then they do.
Now that may be déjà entendu. That is, you have already heard, and that is where the cue is auditory. And in fact, if you've heard a song for the first time and it's familiar, it's either plagiarism or it's déjà entendu. And the other one that I'm really fascinated by, I wasn't aware of until this week, and that's jamais vu. And that is never before seen, so never seen. And it actually describes that you are experiencing something that is very familiar to you, however, you believe it is new, as if for the first time. So there are three vus, if you like, all of which relate to that idea of being in a little bit of a memory warp. It's fascinating.
Thank you, David.
Pleasure.
Let's have a look at our scores. Brian's on 13. Kannan is on 16 as we move into our next letters game. And Kannan, you to choose now.
Thanks, Richard. Lily, can I have a consonant, please?
Thanks, Kannan. T.
Another one, please.
L.
Another one, please.
H.
Vowel, please.
E.
Another one.
O.
Another one.
E.
Another one.
O.
And a consonant.
T.
And another consonant.
And last letter S.
And your time starts now. So, Kannan, how many did you end up with?
6.
6. Very nice. Brian?
6 as well.
6 for you as well. Let's have yours first, Kannan.
Hotels.
Hotels. And yours?
Same word again.
Same word again. Thinking along the same lines. Once again, if you'd verify.
Just to clarify, that's a group booking, is it? Yes. Hotels is good. Well done, Kannan and Brian. Good for 6. And if we're allowed African kingdoms, Lesotho is also there for 7, formerly Basutoland.
Very nice. But well done to Brian and Kannan. 6 points each. Well, maybe Lesotho is one of those places that Brian hasn't yet visited. Have you been to Lesotho?
No, I have not.
There we are. It's for your future travels, perhaps.
Thank you.
But in the meantime, some more letters, please.
Lily, I'll have a consonant, please.
Thanks, Brian. B.
And another consonant, please.
S.
And another one, please.
F.
Ooh. And a fourth consonant, please.
H.
And a vowel.
A.
And another vowel.
I.
And a third one, please.
E.
And a consonant.
S.
And one more consonant.
And last letter D.
And here's the clock. How did you go that time, Brian?
6.
And what about you, Kannan?
7, I'll try.
Good. That's good to hear. Brian, you're 6.
Abides.
And you're 7.
Debases.
That sounds quite nice, David.
It does sound nice, however, Kannan, there's only one E, I'm afraid. So that takes us back to abides for 6. 6, in fact, was the best that I had, with shades being possibly something Brian should take to Lesotho. I'm sure it's fairly sunny over there.
So well done to Brian, 6 points in that round. Well, it's a very close game, only 3 points separating Brian and Kannan tonight as we head into our next numbers game. And Kannan, you to choose, please.
Thanks, Richard. Lily, can I have 2 large and 4 small, please?
Thanks, Kannan. 2 large and 4 small. And starting with the smalls, 4, 9, 7, 10. And the 2 large, 150. And the target number is 250.
And 30 seconds to get there. Well, Kannan, that was a nice easy one. I think we were all just waiting for the hand on the clock to come around. Should I presume that you got 250?
Yes.
And you too, Brian?
250.
Okay. So, Kannan, what was your method?
9 take away 7
9 take away 7 is 2.
2 times 100
By the 100 is 200.
plus 50.
Add the 50 is 250.
Doesn't get too much more straightforward than that. Well done, Kannan, and right on the target. Brian, your method the same?
Exactly the same.
Once again, please, would you verify? You're both getting used to checking your approaches, so nicely done. Lily, very straightforward.
It is straightforward, and actually I've taken David's advice. He suggested to me for easy ones, I should try to do the question with using all 6 of the numbers.
Did you manage to do that?
I did.
Oh, okay. Show us what you did.
Okay. All right. 10 minus 9 is 1. 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 minus 4 is 2. By the 100 is 200 plus the 50. It's 250.
Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. A great approach. But the simple approach worked very well indeed for Brian and Kannan as well. 10 points each. So Kannan's now on 32, Brian on 35. Very close as we head into our second break. Your second word mix tonight, hair rubs. And the clue for you, a method of improving your looks. Back in a couple of minutes.